Doom, doom, doom. Welcome, everybody, to Wednesday night's 9 p.m. Steeler Dynasty podcast. I'm your host, Bubba Brewer, and this is my co-host, Shane Stodmiller. Shane, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. I'm just trying to get over, we were just talking a little bit about the acolyte, but we'll have to cover that on a Friday. But
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, Bubba,
don't get a garbage can and start throwing up anytime
but
soon.
a lot of Steelers gossip.
Yeah, and we're going to get your take and my take on some hot topics that you actually pulled out of the fire today. So hopefully, you guys can, bring your comments and your questions, because tonight we got a whole bunch of stuff, right here in the Steeler Dynasty podcast. So stay tuned. Welcome, everybody, once again to Wednesday night Steelers Dynasty podcast. Once again, I'm your host with my co-host, Shane Stodmiller. Shane, before we get on, did you have a show tonight?
I didn't have a show tonight. I have one tomorrow, and I have one on Friday. Friday, we're going to be talking about.
Is this the thing you have on Friday? I make sure I get this right.
This is it. We have. They got a 4-star, and then they flipped. They got a running back, 4-star. They flipped from Miami, and then this Tariq Mallory is another 4-star. They flipped from Wake Forest. So, Kelly McCourt will be on there for sure Friday. So,
well, everybody tune in Friday nights, 8 p.m. Subscribe to West Virginia Football Talk with Shane, and I don't know who he's got on. You never know.
Nobody, just me.
Just you. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I listen to you sometimes when I'm lifting and stuff, and you got a great show, and you're expanding your horizons, and you're like I said, sooner or later I might have a West Virginia hat on, but I'm still a Penn Stater. But Kelly thanks. She says hi, and hi to you, Kelly. And George says, hey guys. Oh, here we go. We're getting some stuff here. I think he's doing probably better than anybody punting. I mean, he's probably cracking jokes because that's what Bill Burr does.
He looks like,
I'm telling you.
For the folks in the comment section, we went to school with a guy that kind of looks like that.
Yes, and we've been waiting for weeks for him to show up, and he's disappeared off of social media. And he goes on to the other personal page on Facebook, but we're trying to do something different, and we have to hold each other's hands and have everybody hold their hands and do a kumbaya to get them over here. So I'm slowly getting all the Steeler fans from my personal page slowly coming over here, hopefully, because we got a great season and invested here, and we appreciate all you guys popping on. But I think he's way better than Mr. Harvin last year, because he was all those accolades, and he couldn't do a good kick at all,
So, Kelly's asking how Zach Frazier's doing. He's our guy, Zach Frazier's killing it, isn't he, Bubba? Wouldn't you say?
I think he's going to be starting. I really do. I thought that as soon as we drafted him. I'm high on him, very, very high. But OTA'S, you got to wait till Oklahoma drills are coming when they're cracking the pads. Then they don't go real super intense like they used to. They might go one day a week, and hopefully I get to get down there and check them out. But hey, Frazier is going to be a starter. They filled that spot. West Virginia fans should be happy because they can tune in Saturdays to some college football when WVU's playing, and then check out the Steelers with Frazier hiking the ball. So hey, I'm happy. I think you're happy.
I'm happy. So we didn't do clickbait, ladies and gentlemen. So if you tuned in based off of our the pick, we're going to give you a hot take. You just got to wait a little bit. But basically, Bubba and me disagree on Russell Wilson. Wouldn't you say, Bubba? Yeah.
Well, yes, we do. I like the both, and we have the little display here. It's going to be a hot take, super hot. Where do you come in at this? What is your hot take on Russell?
Go ahead and pull it up and put us to the side, and I'll start on my overrated or over the hill.
Okay,
so
let's go to the side.
So I'll get into it, guys. So I'll roll up my sleeves. Better just get right to the meat of it, guys.
I'm trying to find on how to.
No, that's fine. So while Bubba puts us into the side there, Russell Wilson's no spring chicken. If I'm correct, is he 33 or 35? Son of a gun. I looked it up and I can't remember.
I think he's 35.
Yeah, I think he's 35. Okay, so guys, he was don't get me wrong, he was a Hall of Fame lock until the past 3 years. So the past 3 years, he's basically took a big old dump. And he was so bad that Sean Payton.
I got us like ESPN here, like the take here. Yeah.
So so he took a big dump, and Sean Payton, I mean, he put one of those. It's like getting Bose speakers at a yard sale. Man, these are expensive, good speakers, but they're 20 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and as a part, they blow.
Oh man,
so that's hot take number one. Hot take number two, and this is the biggest. This is the cherry on top of the sundae that just frosts my nuts.
Okay,
he hasn't played a snap, and it's not like he's coming from a Denver team that was just lights out.
Are you unhappy that he was out at Heinz Field and jumped off? Are you pissed off about that?
Yeah, don't be handing out your jersey like you played a snap for the fucking Steelers. Well,
maybe he's trying to get some fucking jersey sales up. He's trying to get some jersey. Hey, I'm not into that music. What was it, Kenny Chesney?
Yeah, something like that.
When the sun goes down, I don't know. Yeah. But when the arm went up and he got a jersey, he got a free jersey.
Yeah, here's the thing. I just don't want to see that. And I am not the only Steelers fan from Western Pennsylvania that's starting to get irritated with him embracing the potato patch fries that Kenny would, and him, just giving us a Yinzer enema every time we freaking click on the internet and read something. It's a Yinzer enema from Russell Wilson. I'm sick of it. And I'm going to have news for you, Bubba. Wow. This is the end of my hot take.
Okay. No,
He's only going to play a couple downs, and Fields is going to step in. And I just hope to God they don't screw up Fields, because he is the future of the Steelers. I'm done.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm going back to the graphic, the hot take. I'm going to go pro Russell Wilson. 26 touchdowns last year. Way more than we had in the last 2 to 2.5 years. He's a Pro Bowler, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, Shane. Way more pedigrees than Fields. I understand Fields is athletic. Look, we got these guys. We got two good quarterbacks. I don't know how great Fields will be. If Russell Wilson is coming on strong, that's my hot take. Justin will not start, and he'll be in different packages under this new offense, I believe. But I believe Russell Wilson will be starting. I just found out that he has no trade. He actually has a no trade clause in his Steelers contract, which is bizarre, said Gazzaro, a sports reporter. But it gives him some say if they get to the point, which you are at, if Justin Fields is going to be the starter. This is your take. If Fields was a starter, Russell can say trade me or cut me, and then it has some control of where he goes. So a no trade clause in a 1-year deal is odd. So,
yeah,
I mean, I think he's going to be producing. I believe that he is going to be producing.
Yeah, but at what
Mark.
level?
He just woke up.
Yeah, hey, Mark.
Hey, good morning, mate.
Mark. So, Mark,
ask him.
Since you tuned in a little late, I want to see what you say. I say Russell Wilson is overrated and over the hill. And I would love to see Fields by the game 3 start playing other than gimmicky,
wow,
a gimmicky, hey, we're gonna put him in on a goal line and all that type of stuff.
That's a hot take. That is definitely
he's not Derrick Henry. He's not Derrick Henry, and we're not gonna. You don't be running the wheels off of this kid, But
oh man, wow! As I say hi to everybody that's saying hi to everybody, I'm gonna still starch and stand behind what I said. Wilson, I'm telling you, the OTAs don't mean diddly to me. That just means that you just got a nice shirt on. You know what I mean? You're getting ready to go to the restaurant, and you don't even got your fork in your hand yet. I don't know. It's a crazy analogy.
But don't you think that we're getting a Yinzer enema every time they talk about Russell Wilson? Like,
look what Mark just said. Look what Mark just said. That's a hot take right there.
Oh, Mark. I hope so. Take. But you know what? Oh, Fields, baby. Justin Fields.
Justin Fields is not a proven winner, Shane.
Neither was Ben back in the day. That first Super Bowl.
Oh my God! You're gonna drive me for a fucking enema. His rookie year. No other rookie had a rookie year like Big Ben Roethlisberger.
No.
But I mean, he had all supporting cast. He had a great running, and then he had a great defense. But I mean, Russell has the pedigree. I mean, I know he didn't do good in Denver. Yeah. I mean, things happen. People need a new scenery. Like sometimes scenery is not good. He's spicy.
He's talking about you.
I don't know. Maybe Mark. Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to be we're not getting any respect, Shane. The national media is not giving the Steelers any respect at all. Like I just read an article before we come on about how the Steelers receiving core is weak as shit. And I'm like, come on, we haven't even done anything yet. We filled a couple depth positions, and George Pickens is going to be double covered, and hopefully Calvin Austin and Wilson comes in. I don't know about any type of. Well, there you go. Well, that was good. And that was it the 76 season?
Yeah.
I mean, that defense was tough and shutting people out. That was probably the best Steeler defense of all time. And that was when they lost to the Raiders, and they lost both running backs, Rocky and Franco. Wait, Pepper says this.
I'm so Pepper. They're turning me off to Russell Wilson. I snapped today. I had like a aneurysm and said,
but Pepper, it's because he gave a jersey to a country western star
the other day there like I'm king shit, and he hasn't played it down in Pittsburgh.
Hey, he's saying and doing everything right, Shane.
I know, but
he's already way better than Kenny Pickett in the public image. Well, I'm sorry.
It's like when they make Reese's cheesecake. Reese's are good enough. We don't need cheesecake and Reese's together. Just too much. It's too much.
Oh, that's right, George. You're right. Definitely. 76 was. Uh-oh. Pepper says, I'm with you, Shane. Well, I got Mark with me. You got Pepper with you. I think Russell Wilson, and my hot take will be 20 touchdowns with Russell Wilson. I'll be a happy camper. It's a vast improvement from last year and the year before. If Justin Fields get into some type of predicament where they have some plays for him, now if Russell Wilson gets hurt, shake it. There you go.
Shaking him. I'm shaking. We're going to ask some questions.
I'm going to ask. Let me ask the question to the crystal ball. The crystal ball right now. Hopefully,
let me pull it up.
Let me get back to our display that I'm screwing around with. Jesus God Almighty. There we go. Jesus God. Okay.
It's pulling up. Here we go. Let me move it over to another screen.
Okay.
This is like I think my house is going to be possessed from all this witchcraft stuff.
Well, Halloween at your house will be crazy this year, especially if you start shaking the 8-ball. We need to ask if I can go play the Powerball and win some money. Would be great.
Man, that would be something. Here we go.
Okay, so you have it up. Okay.
Okay, Magic
Now you
8 Ball.
you said on your hot take, by the third game, ask the Crystal 8 ball that. Ask them that.
Magic 8 Ball. Will Russell Wilson last more than 3 games as the starter?
Shake it up.
Fly hazy. Try again.
Oh, come.
Magic 8 Ball. I'm going to ask you again. Russell Wilson, will he make it past the first 3 games? Not counting preseason. I need to clarify because I don't want to confuse
3
you.
regular season games.
3 regular season
games. I'm going to say yes.
You may rely on it. He's going to last more than 3 games. He's going to make it past. Says you may rely on it. So that means a yes.
Uh-oh. Well,
Kelly's right. Magic 8 Ball is better than AI. Kelly, do you have a question for the Magic 8 Ball? Pepper, George, Mark, hit us up. Okay, Bubba, now you have a question for Magic 8 Ball tonight about Cam Sutton, maybe. And then we'll talk about him.
Well, let's talk. Well, we just signed him today. I mean, a former Steeler went out to Detroit, had a great season last year. It's his second chance in the NFL with the Steelers. I think he did a little crazy stuff, domestic stuff. I think he's probably going to get a little suspended. The Lions released him because he had a violent incident in Florida. I mean, I wasn't there, so I really don't know. They were reduced from a felony to a misdemeanor battery. As prosecutors required. He's 29 years old. He spent 6 years with the Steelers before signing a 3-year with Detroit last spring. Some of the Steelers on defense said he was part of the missing puzzle that they needed. And that was Minka Fitzpatrick. Said Cam is a great dude. So he collected 65 tackles and 1 interception and was in a NFC championship game last year. So my question, and he signed a 1-year deal. Okay. So my question is, let me get to some people's, well, yes, as humans, we are all against what he did. However, second chances do exist. Yes.
I'll get to George's question. George, I'll get to your question right after we do Cam Sutton.
Like everybody has a chance of redemption, I believe. We weren't there. We don't know what happened. We don't know if, let's just say hypothetically, his girlfriend or significant other just maybe was a little drunk or something and slapped him in the face. I'm just saying, it's not right, and you're not supposed to do any type of violence, but maybe she was dogging him and just verbally belittling him and then slapped. I don't know. Things do happen, especially if you're under the influence of alcohol. I don't know if alcohol was a thing in point. You should never open your hand and strike a female. I do believe that is not good. And it you know what I mean? You have to do a long soul searching when you're doing that shit. You can't, you know what I mean? You can't look yourself in a mirror and say it's okay when you fucking take your hand and you smack a female, no matter what she says or what she does. You can't do that. So I'm going to say to the crystal ball, do you think crystal ball, since we signed Cam Sutton, will he make an impact on our defense this year in a magnificent role?
So, Magic 8 Ball, will Cam make the best of this situation with the Steelers? No.
Oh shit.
So Magic 8 Ball says he's gonna screw up again.
Well, no, Mark says
I wasn't expecting that, Magic 8 Ball.
I didn't expect that either. He said locker room will be good support. Yep. Michael Vick did horrible things, and Steeler fans supported him. I mean, he did have a big game in San Diego, I remember. And Michael Vick was a hell of a football player.
Go up to George Teston's question about Frazier and Platuna.
Well, there it is. Okay, there we go.
Hey, Magic 8 Ball. will these two men among boys be the starters for the first game for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
God, I hope it's
regular season game. No.
What?
Saying no. Magic 8 Ball never says no.
Get the fuck out of here. You sure you didn't dump it in like hot
not
water?
Not both of them. Maybe not both of them, but.
Wow. Okay, well then ask about Frazier. Will Frazier start?
Will Frazier start?
Day.
Opening day. Will Frazier start for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Yeah, because this is what Kelly just asked. Let's ask that question. There we go.
Here we go, Magic 8 Ball. Yes, definitely. So it's definite.
Wow. Okay.
But maybe Fortuno doesn't. Maybe he has like a pulled muscle or something. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Okay, John says.
Yeah, Cam allows Minka to roam free. More interceptions are coming.
Okay, yes. Mine is next. What was Pepper's question? Is it up here? I just asked one. Oh wait, is he going to be? Oh wait, here we go. I got it.
Okay,
this is a Russell Wilson question. Is he going to be the Russell Wilson of Legion of Boom Super Bowl era this year, or Broncos Russ?
Okay, Magic 8 Ball. Are we getting the Broncos Russell Wilson?
I'm going to say no.
Definitely.
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. This fucking crystal ball this week, this 8 ball is not.
It's killing me.
Not.
It's killing me.
Yeah, it's agreeing.
Well, I'll ask it the same question, but differently.
A 5 or something?
No, Magic 8 Ball. Will we get the Seattle Seahawks first few years?
Super Bowl Wilson.
Super Bowl Russell Wilson. It will contradict itself. Watch it.
Probably. It's a little high.
My horses say no.
Son of a bitch. That's unreal.
Guys, this is a website you can go to.
My stomach's
and you just
killing
click
me.
ask, and it randomly does this. I have no control over it. I don't. This is crazy.
This is bullshit. Bullshit.
Oh, Pepper.
3 questions that I didn't like. Yeah, my stomach.
Oh, I'm pissing off Bubba. Here, I'm gonna get kicked off the show.
No, I'm not. No, hell no.
No. Oh, Magic 8 Ball, that's horrible. So if you have just tuned in, the Magic 8 Ball. Okay, what does John say? The update was only his girlfriend's statement, so it couldn't have been embellished. Charges were dropped.
That's what I mean. His girlfriend made a statement. It was the only one, so you know what I mean. And he's enrolled in positive influence and education.
Right.
So. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of counseling, a lot of anger management classes. So
Magic 8 Ball Bubba basically told us that we're getting the Russell Wilson.
Well, I like Mark's
from Denver Broncos.
Yeah, well, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit because I'm in my chair
here. It could be taking the question literally and just saying, yeah, we're getting the Russell Wilson from the Denver Broncos and not the Russell Wilson from the Seattle Seahawks.
Well, even 11 games. I mean, Mark says 12. 12 will definitely get 11 games will still get us into playoffs. Like I know our division, I know those last 8 games, but I mean honestly, every game that we play in those last weeks is like a playoff caliber type game anyway.
I'm thinking, guys, 10. I'm usually the glass half empty guy, and I'm saying 10 wins.
Well, I can't wait till we do our picks. I mean, I don't. Eventually, we have to go out to Philadelphia and beat them. Eventually. I mean, every squirrel finds a nut. I mean, my God, it can't be like 50 years.
Let's ask the Magic 8 Ball about the Eagles.
Okay, this will be the last one. We don't want to ruin it because this Magic 8 Ball today is giving me a goddamn headache. Ask him, will the Steelers upset the final? Oh, will the Steelers finally win in Philadelphia this year? I know we'll ask it again, I guess. It'll be 10 questions. Fuck, I'm not liking this crystal 8 ball today.
Yeah, shut it down. Shut it down, guys. Magic 8 Ball spot on.
0 for 3, man. 0 for 3. Shit. I mean, I like the Frazier thing. The only thing I got right was the Frazier.
But guys, it picked some games in college. Like, ask Kelly. Some of the games it picked in college were just like, what? that's exactly the way I'm thinking it's going to happen.
Well, we need to drop this down, and then whenever it happens, like
I will just go. I'll just go back and watch this video.
Fuck.
We'll do a snippet from our video tonight and add it in there.
Pissing me off.
Well, go ahead, close this out so we don't have to look at the Magic 8 Ball anymore.
It's pissing me off. Magic 8 Ball is not magical tonight. 0 for 3. Well, actually 1 for 4, actually, because you
don't know. It might be right. It might be 50%.
It better not be fucking right. No questions there. I'm telling you, I know we're doing this hot take, but I'm telling you about Russell Wilson. I believe that he has something to prove, and he's going to come out firing, and this offense is going to be something new. Throws to the tight end, throws to Pickens. I mean, Pickens going to be double covered. We need to get another. We need another. Like there's no trade. Like Jefferson signed huge money with the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Ayuk is not going to be able to be afforded by the Steelers. I mean, the 49ers have all these offensive players signed. Now, Debo Samuel, here we go. I seen a thing about, Debo, but they want to sign. He wants to stay with the 49ers.
He does.
So, I mean, I just don't know. Like, I don't know. And I figured they would have done something the 1st of June. Now it's June 5th. Nothing is happening, so God only knows. And I want my wife to look like a hot chick I married too.
You better hope she doesn't read these comments.
Oh man, that's holy shit.
Kelly says divorced.
Yeah, Kelly says on the Facebook here, he's like, Bubba, you should come on the show with Joey and Shane Monday night with the AL and the Magic 8 Ball. And it's a riot sometimes. Yeah, but I don't want to get Shane's West Virginia show.
We're not.
I'll be swearing.
Frustrated with AI. He doesn't want to do the AI show anymore, so he's doing trivia now, guys. So that's what he's doing. He's doing trivia on Monday nights, and we're not doing the pick'ems. So, my Monday night freed up. So me and Bubba are going to do a show when the season starts for the NFL.
Yeah, we're gonna review the Steeler games on Sundays because it's gonna be too astronomical, and probably I'll be a little under the weather to do Steeler talk during a game. It's very hard because I'm focusing. I mean I'm laser focused when it comes to Steeler games. I know people text me, but the people that used to comment, they still have not. I swear to God, it's like Dick and Jane books. I got to get them over to this.
These guys are techno-tarded.
They're terrible. Like an 8-year-old kid could do this, just terrible.
So if you show everyone, we did this. Me and Bubba did this thing. So it went on Facebook. So these guys would come on, and they for years they commented, and we had a lot of fun with them. And they just
a lot of my buddies over the years, have been color commentating on the social media on my personal Facebook page for years, because my podcast has been going around since 2018, off and on with different stuff, and I just don't like. I changed this format, and I'm going to keep changing this format. Is too split, and it's working for me and Shane, but those guys just. I tell them, I'm like, if you want to talk Steelers, you got to come on to this. I don't know. Like Burns, I'll send him. I got to send him to school.
Yeah. The guy that looks like the punter his name's Burns. And
yes, I have a friend of mine who looks like Bill Burr. Just like he has a big head and knows a lot of football, but has been kicked out of more bars than I care to admit.
He is like a rated NC-17 version of Bubba.
Yeah, he would definitely get us kicked off. And he was like, "Oh, I'm okay, Bubba. That was pretty good." Yeah, when I did the radio, he's like, "I can't believe you didn't swear the other day." I'm
Yinzer version of the Family Guy.
Yeah, but he's Quagmire.
Giggity.
Yeah, Burns is Quagmire. Looks like Family Guy, but acts like Quagmire.
Yeah, Bill Burr was a cartoon.
Hey, man, I'm happy about our punter. I can't wait. I don't want to – look, if you don't see our punter a lot, that means we're doing something good. We're scoring touchdowns.
Yeah.
And maybe the defense gets turnovers and we don't see the punter. So Craig says sometimes. Craig, I was out your way yesterday putting up wrestling posters out in the area. So I was everywhere yesterday.
So ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, Bubba has a show here in 18 days.
About 18 days, yeah.
And
Scary
guess
as it sounds.
What? It's going to be fantastic. I know this is the Steelers podcast, but
on my shows, there it is, intravenously, add up the Evolution show, the APWF, first time in 14 years. Myself and promotion, Shane's part of my staff, my wife, Larry, Chris. I mean, I've got some people, helping me out, and we're going to bring a big show. And the percentage of the ticket sales are going to the Teddy Bear Fund Drive of Indiana, Pennsylvania. It's for cancer for the kids. So every show I'm all about doing the charities. And here's the great sponsors that actually sponsored the wrestling show. One Pittsburgh Club Sandwich, they'll be up. Wallback Insurance in Homer City, which is my area, is my hometown. Optimal Heights, Shadco at Marion Center, Brad Shadle's company. PP&J's will be opened up on 286 here probably this weekend. He has a big grand opening. And 15701 and AHT is the proud sponsor of the main event. Yucatan Tanning Salon, Debbie Pfeiffer is the owner of that in Indiana. Stronghold Training Center. You want to become a professional wrestler in Western Pennsylvania, go check out Stronghold Training Center. My insurance agent, Dave Smith, in State Farm in Clymer, Pennsylvania. Troy Francis Bunker Club, where they do a lot of models and stuff like that and does a lot of stuff for the military. And Troy used to be a wrestler, Diamond Troy Justice. And also Aflac, Shane Brandenburg, my buddy Shane, will be in the house Sunday. They have great cancer policies. Aflac, if you need to sign up. And then Frank Moreno's Break All Productions out of Vegas. They do special effects with The Walking Dead and all that stuff. Proud sponsor of the Evolution APWF show. And where I get my beer, my sarsaparillas, Alley Cat Beverage in Clymer, Pennsylvania. Those are the proud sponsors. I just want to give a shout out to all those guys and thank you guys so much for everything you guys have done and donated to the cause. I mean, I truly appreciate it. Doing this stuff is not easy, and I am trying to make headway. So thank you guys so much. Trying to be diplomatic. Awesome. Okay, Pepper comes from... Oh, geez. I don't even want to touch that one. I don't want to. I ain't touching that one. My wife will be coming in, and my wife Tammy will be coming in and hit me in the head. I ain't with
a club, just like a caveman.
Yeah. We do appreciate all you guys, man. All you guys. I mean, makes the men look put together.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Well,
I rub lotion on the wrestlers. I do. I'm the oil boy.
He spray tans them. Yeah. Best podcast on. No, yours is pretty fucking good, brother. You are the hard. I know I say I'm the hardest working podcast, but you, Mark, if you guys, I know a lot of you guys have subscribed to Steeler Nation Australia, and let me get his graphic because I try to keep everybody's graphic.
He goes live tonight, 9:45, doesn't he?
Oh, I had it somewhere. Darn it. You know where it's at? It's on my Triple B Experience one. I thought I had it. But you guys should subscribe to Steeler Nation Australia. I mean,
yeah, I'm a subscriber, and you click the notification bell and let you know when he's on, because he's actually from Australia. It's just not a nickname like some guy that has a speech.
Oh, he's going live. He's going live right after this.
Yeah, so yeah, he's going.
Hey, everybody, just go his show here, and we can.
I knew it was 9:45.
Is that when his show is 9:45?
I think 9:45 is when the reminder is.
We could wrap up at 9:43. These people who are listening could jump right on to his show.
Jump right on to his show.
Yeah, because we're actually almost done, really, but we could talk for hours. He said he got to get a coffee.
Okay, we'll talk a little bit longer then.
Yeah.
So,
we'll get you enough time for coffee.
We got to ask Mark, does he drink like regular coffee, or is there like a special? Is it just
I'm not a big coffee drinker, so I wouldn't know. I drink, which is crazy.
You drink those energy drinks.
I do, because you know what? I want to keep my fucking focus, and it gives me quick comebacks.
Caffeine does that. Caffeine does that.
I don't like. You know why I don't like coffee? Here's why I don't like coffee, because I got to eat cookies. When I was a kid, staying with my grandmother, when I was a kid, we had instant coffee, and I would always dip cookies in the instant coffee, and that's what it was always for me. Like down at my grandma Baroni's, and I would, we would eat cookies when I wake up, and if I stayed over. So I mean, that was a cool moment in time, and it's great. But do I really need cookies? No, because I've been not counting my calories lately.
Coffee creamer in it makes it taste really good, and I just pound coffee and water all day.
Oh no. Your message wasn't taken wrong. I understand where you're coming from, Steeler Freak.
Yeah, women can multitask, and men can't multitask. Women can, because they focus on.
Well,
now.
Sometimes I'm.
And women can cook, and they can take care of a kid, and they can sew all at the same time.
I think I'm better and I know I have a big mouth, and I think I'm better multitasking than my wife. But I love her dearly. She's out there with the big ring entrance in the living room, checking lights out. But kangaroo coffee. What's kangaroo coffee? Is that kangaroo piss? It's like
I think they just dip kangaroo balls in coffee and then just
coffee and give them some sugar.
Yeah.
Hey, I heard his one show, and he said something about those kangaroos out in the wild will fucking destroy you. Like, they're ripped. Like, they're ripped. You know what I mean? Like, I always think of, remember the old Looney Tunes cartoon where they always thought that, they always, Sylvester thought it was a big mouse, but really it was a kangaroo, and he always got his ass kicked.
Like,
yeah. Hey. I wish I could do voices like Mel Blanc, and I tell you what.
I know. The only one I can do from Looney Tunes is when he goes, "Where's my horse and rabbit?"
Oh my god! I could do The Martian. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm here to conquer the world. That's all I got. I mean, if I can make voices and do a person, I mean, God, best pizza.
Did you ever hear that guy? What's that guy that does wrestling voices? He can do a really good Macho Man. Like,
I can't do wrestling voices. I wish I could.
Hulk Hogan.
Let me tell you something, brother. Yeah, I can't. My voice gets all. He That's probably why she's an ex, because you can multitask better. That's why. No, oh God, no. I wish I could do
that coffee.
Yeah.
So you're wrapping up this week, getting everything tied up with the bow for wrestling in 2 weeks.
Well, I got a couple. I mean, I still got 18 days. I got to get the wrestling ring. I got to get the wood. I got to get the steps made. Yeah. I mean, hopefully, tickets are going. They're doing okay. We're almost sold out of the first and second row. Which is good. Hopefully, by the grace of God, pre-sales could be close to 150 to 200. I would do a backflip, but I'd blow my back out. But because I mowed my grass and I tweaked my knee. That's why I'm putting ice on it here later. I'm telling you what, man. I mowed grass the last 2 days, and I tell you what, man, I was fucking eating popsicles. Like I should have drank like a case of beer downstairs, because I do.
Were you doing like sexy popsicle eating and dripping it on yourself?
Well, I wasn't like going in and out and out and in. I don't do that.
Getting real close to the camera.
Yeah. I gotta send you my guy Arsenal. Oh, okay.
Arsenal DB.
He wants to be a wrestler. Actually, I got some. I actually got a video of a guy from the UK that wants to wrestle, and he was wrestling in.
I'll sponsor a wrestler. He can stay in my top 4.
Well, you want to sponsor a Super Oprah is what you want.
I'll sponsor Super Oprah.
Uranium. See, that's. Oh wow, space. Oh yeah. That's the Murray the Martian. Yeah.
I just got it.
Yeah, I just got it too. Jeez, Bob, it's a Steelers show.
Great.
What is wrong with you? He's on the YouTube Steelers fan. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of Steelers stuff that I've been posting on the Facebook site, like a lot of Steeler parties and stuff that I've seen, that they're getting ready for the upcoming season. So I try to share that because it's very hard to run 3 Facebook sites.
Yeah.
I mean, and then 2 YouTube channels. I mean, I try, and it is what it is.
We're going to have, ladies and gentlemen, in about 10 days, we'll show some Steelers Dynasty podcast swag, and maybe you can get yourself a hat if you like and subscribe and share. And we get up to 100 subs, I'm going to do a drawing for a hat, and I'm going to give it to a random fan. So,
that's awesome. Well, I mean, we're getting close. We have 60 some. I have 2,400 Facebook fans, but you know what the problem is anymore, Shane? It's these crazy bots. These crazy bots are like, hey,
sex bots from Austin Powers.
Yes. And they're like, hey,
nice.
Hey, can you talk to me? I'm like, look, I'm talking Steelers or wrestling. And I'm like, what is your problem? It's just, I don't know. People are just, they got better things to do over in third world countries to actually get, whatever they need to do.
Yeah, like what's up? Like what's it like? It's like okay, yeah. I gotta call some people. Turn the radio off.
Yeah.
Hey, my name is Johnny Ringo, and I am going to. And they, no matter how hard they try, and there's this Chinese kid that has this company called LC Lights, and he.
Thanks, Mark. I know.
So funny. Like he has like a Southern accent and a Chinese accent.
Oh, that's like, awesome.
It's fantastic.
I love when I love when people call me. Like today, somebody called me. They're like, do you need insurance? And I'm like, I thought this was a very important phone call today. Hey, look, I don't need it, but it's not important. Thank you so much for calling me. Thank you so much. And then she hung up on me.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was like for tickets.
They always hang up on me because I'm like, I'm so glad you called. I'm so lonely. And you start randomly just saying random shit.
Freak. I don't think I can multitask. I try. No. I try. I really do. Yeah, to music. And he's like, I'm really an American with an Aussie accent. Hey, I remember my dad when I was a little kid and I had to go down to Home Video and get him Crocodile Dundee. Well, that's a nice, mate. Dad's like, hey, Jay, go get me a movie. So it was always action movies. Paul Hogan. And then I remember when I was a kid, we watched that that one kangaroo movie. It was a kangaroo movie in Australia.
What about that?
And it was like, my dad was just laughing his ass off. And it was like, I don't know who was starring in it, but the kangaroo was like Kangaroo Jack or something. Uh-huh. And the kangaroo was like the star. And it was like, they had a couple big name actors. I know we're getting off the beaten path here. We got a couple minutes, but I also want to take, before I go off, because I do this crazy stuff podcasting on pulp culture.
I want to ask you real quick, so Fridays you have your pop culture at 9:00, the Triple B experience.
Yeah, Fridays I do the wrestling and I shoot the independent wrestling locally because I'm the only guy that does podcasts that actually promotes other companies, which I think that's a rise above, and I'll hold that to the vest. I try to promote everybody I can, and I promote everybody doing whatever I can and things that I do. I went out and saw Tammy Savinsky singing at Marge Tonkin's the dog place in Indiana. I tell you what, they have a nice place. Coffee, if you want coffee, if you want food, they were serving like breakfast food. They had like cookies and danishes and stuff like that, and the coffee. They had energy drinks, which I had one. And I was in there for about an hour, and I had to go because I had a meeting in Johnstown. But but also too, hey, Cam Heyward, I know Mark's happy about this. Cam Heyward, he's at OTA'S, man. He's ready. He's ready to kick ass and take names. He's just it's a tricky negotiation.
Well, that's actually a picture from him holding up another bridge in Baltimore.
Well, he was there. He was there. He was ready to play. He arrived on Tuesdays. He skipped the 2 weeks. He plans to play the next 3 years. So new deal with Pittsburgh. We shall see. He's set to make $16 million in base salary in 2024. Only Jeffrey Simmons of Tennessee Titans at 16.5 can beat out him at defensive tackle. I think that's a little too much money. He's still at the top of his game, he says. So look, Cam Hayward's back. We just got to get him a good deal. So.
Well, it's almost time for Mark's show, Kelly said. Yeah, it is. Yes. It's almost time.
Yep. Mark's got his coffee. He's ready to go. And, we appreciate all you guys, coming on the show. And if you guys got to roll over to Marks, man, please do give him the support that you guys give us. Steeler Nation Australia I'm so happy that we met him, and we formed this collaboration with our podcasting and stuff. And we're going to get Mark on here soon again.
I want to ask Daredevil. Oh, he has 15 minutes, he said.
Oh, well, he's getting.
But Daredevil goes on his show all the time, and he has a Steelers tattoo between his shoulders.
That's. And
I wondered who got the one as a tramp stamp. Did someone get one lower? And it's like the match, or is that just like, is it a matching pair? Or is that like a one and only deal between his shoulders?
I can't get it. I can't get a tattoo. I don't have the balls. I hate needles. I hate getting flu shots. I mean,
I have no tats.
My dad always said, only criminals have tattoos, JR. And I'm like, well, I just don't have it. Y'all all come in and chill. Oh, that's right. The, what's his university? Dooley. Yeah. That's the university where they have toga parties every Friday night. Yeah. And you don't have to study for any type of classes.
Kelly, I'll see you Friday night. We're going to talk about some recruiting and why West Virginia's hot on it, baby.
And everybody, here it is right here. Friday night this Friday night with Shane. You guys can pop in, and then 9:00 is my show, the Triple B Experience, where I talk a whole bunch of stuff. It's unscripted, uncensored, and raw. Pulp cultures, wrestling. Hey, I'll do a little Steelers stuff if I have to. I will. I mean, I do. Yeah, what I
would love. I'll tell you what. I enjoyed going on it last week and talking. I mean, just there's so much going on with the Accolade, and did you watch any of the House of Dragons stuff on HBO?
No, I'm a year behind. I tell you what, I did watch was a show called Eric on Netflix, where it's Cumberland Cumberbatch, and I'll talk about it Friday.
Oh my God, with the monster?
Yeah, it's a little bit about fucking abuse and fucking. It's a lot of crazy shit. He plays a hell of a drunk. So, I mean,
Daredevil. I was just talking about you.
There he is.
Look at that tattoo.
See, Devil's like Beetlejuice. You say his name 3 times, he pops up.
He's jacked.
Well, he's fucking ripped, man. He works out.
Yeah.
His carbs are like very little. A lot of protein, probably. I wish I could say that.
A lot of back rows, pulls downs, and
I got to count my calories, and I'm just not. Yeah. I mean, I try. I mean,
I actually went to physical therapy to loosen my hips up, and I made a reference that I thought was really funny. I said I must have been using that Suzanne Summers thigh-master tube the wrong way for all those years.
What'd they say?
She just looked at me like, of course she's like freaking 25. So it's just like,
she didn't get the joke. She probably didn't even know who Suzanne Summers was.
No. She's like, is it? And I'm like, she died. Don't worry about it.
You can at least do 4. Well, you got more than me, brother. Yeah. Hey, Mark, if you want to come on next week, brother, before your show, you can make a cameo appearance.
Yeah.
Anytime. I'll give you. We'll just shoot the shit about the Steelers. We'll have your take on some Steelers stuff.
Yeah, let's do that.
If you want to come on, you don't even have to ask, brother. Your invitation's always stamped. Professor. Oh,
Professor Bloke.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I have an ideas for Yuns and me. Okay.
Well, I always like outside the box. Bubba looked just like that before the accident.
Yeah.
Well, I did hit a concrete block one time when I was chasing my dog when I was a kid. Cracked my head open.
How'd the block turn out?
The block was cracked, man. My head, I'm telling you what. I got a baseline now, but I'm sure I had a lot of concussions and didn't even know. I broke the steering wheel one time when I wrecked my parents' car 2 days before the prom, and then Mr. Stewart suspended me from driving. So I broke the steering wheel with my head. So, yeah. And then I got my license suspended. I couldn't drive to school. So, I mean, that's how it was back in the 80s, man.
Well, couldn't you ride with Robbie or something?
I did ride with Rob a long time. He's supposed to come home in July. I hope he does. So
I'd love to see him on here. It'd make me laugh.
Well, I'd like to have a little shindig at the Triple B Bar and Grill if he shows up. So if I do, believe me, I'll set the bat signal out. Ba-ting! Ba-ting! Oh, I have I have the furniture disease.
My chest dropped down to my drawers.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, shit.
But like I said, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for all your comments. This is probably the only Steeler podcast where we do talk Steelers and we do it with a humorous kind of look. And like I said, I'm trying to get everybody from my personal page who is, yeah, I remember the 80s too. They were good times, to come on and do their comments. But I swear to God, some of the people on my Facebook, like I have all these Steeler fans, and I told them that I go, this is the only place where we're talking Steelers, and they just don't get it. Like I just don't understand.
Well, it's kind of a blessing too, because we go off the rails.
Well, we try to,
really
plus Pepper from Steelers Freak, the Devil, Mark. Yeah. I mean, we just try to. I actually enjoy talking to everybody, and it's kind of cool. And no, thanks, Pepper. But like I said, hey, we are going to get out of here, so all you guys can tune in to Steelers Nation Australia. Mark's probably got a lot of stuff he wants to talk about. I know he's going to talk about the good old Cam Sutton, because I know he was talking about it today when I sent him a Facebook post. It will build. Yep. I'm like we're like the Egyptians. This is like a pyramid, So everybody, like I said, tell your friends, tell your family, tell the ones you love. But honestly, if they don't love the Pittsburgh Steelers, they don't need to be on here. That's what I got to say. So, hey, Pepper, thank you. Devil, thank you guys so much. Mark, everybody go to Mark's show and be entertained by the
Australian Dre. We got Dre on here.
Dre, keep up the good work, brother. He's losing weight like a fiend.
Yeah, he is. Hey, Dre, like and subscribe, bud.
Oh, Dre always does. But hey, I'll be back Friday. We'll be back next week at 9:00 talking Steelers, shooting the shit. And I think Mark's going to come on as a special guest, and we're going to do Australian style. So, hey, everybody, take care. And we are out of here. Have a great night, and we will see you. Go to Mark's channel right now, Dre. He's great talking Steelers. And everybody, good night. Good night, San Diego.